again, Michael Ware with the Iowa Firearms Coalition. We have Lucas Loftin from Iowa Senate District 16 with us. Just as a personal note as we begin here, the folks out here watching, if you had any idea the amount of work that Lucas and I have put into making this thing happen this morning, you would vote for this guy on sheer principle, okay? We've had a very trying time getting this recording started, but we're here. Lucas, dude, seriously, thank you for your perseverance. Now tell us a little bit about yourself, because Iowa's got a special election coming up right now, and it concludes December 30th for Senate District 16. Tell us all about it, man.
Yeah, we've got a crazy election coming up. Perfect time of year for an election. Nothing else going on, right? No holidays. Weather's going to be perfect. Tuesday, December 30th is election day. Early voting actually begins on Wednesday. We're trying to tell everybody possible about this thing. So we've got teams of door knockers going out. We got people making phone calls right now while I'm talking to you, Michael. We're swinging for the fences on this thing. We have an opportunity to flip District 16, and we are going for it. So we're making Renee sweat a little bit.
Fair enough. So as we begin here, for the folks watching this, we're sharing the screen for Loftin for Senate District 16. That's the Facebook page. That's the primary source of information that you'll find here. The fact of the matter is, you'll be able to get it just by Googling, but this will help you. You can find that Facebook page again. That's Loftin for Senate District 16. For those of you listening, same thing. Go to Facebook and type it in, Loftin for Senate District 16. It'll pop up. And that page is going to have all the information that you're looking for. Things about Lucas, what he's got going on, his platform, whatever else. But IFC, as a single issue advocacy group, is primarily interested in the Second Amendment and what our candidates have to say about that. So, Lucas, give us the rundown.
Yeah, Second Amendment is the catalyst. It's the linchpin for everything else. It exists to face tyranny. It's not about hunting deer. It's not about killing a pheasant. It's not about anything like that. The Second Amendment is critical. It's up on the list for a reason. So yeah, if you come to Facebook, you're going to see me interacting with the public there. You're going to see a lot of pictures of my kiddos. I've got 5 kids, all under the age of 12. They are knocking it out of the park. They are right here. They're right here beside me. They're our biggest supporters. My wife, Maggie, is a rock star and a saint, I might add. So we've got all hands on deck. It's a blast, and I'm happy to be talking to Iowa Firearms Coalition about what it means to protect myself, protect my family, protect my neighbors. The right to self-defense, the right to carry a weapon, the right to defend yourself is pivotal. It's critical. It's the founders were not dummies. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were facing. They knew the nature of mankind and what mankind would try to pursue. So I'm just standing up, trying to do the right thing, show my kids what it looks like in the flesh to stand up at a difficult time in the country, at a critical time in the country. So I'm happy to be doing this. It's pretty crazy, but we're going for it. It's been a blessing. I'm learning a lot. Never run for anything in my life, and we're going to get this thing done.
I'm pleased to hear it. That's fantastic. Civil service is exceedingly hard, and I have a tremendous respect for people who are willing to do it. I do make light of it from time to time, and I had not. I mean, I do say things like it's a popularity contest, and you could say that, and there might be some truth in it. But the fact of the matter is, I guess I really don't know anybody, whether they're people I align with ideologically or otherwise, that actually raise their hand and say, I want to go win based on popularity. What they're really saying is I want to serve. And I have a respect for that. I really appreciate everybody who's willing to do that. Now, I would prefer some people win opposed to others, which is one of the reasons that we've got you on here, Lucas. So if there's anything that we need to know specifically about you, or where things are happening that people need to find out about, because the only way that this really works is if people are discerning about the look at you at your opponent, and then they actually go act and they engage and go to the polls. And better yet, if they are talking with other people who are engaged and saying, "You ride along with me, we'll zip down there right now together and vote." Whether that's the area that they have for early voting, or I'm headed to the polls today. It's the 30th. There are 3 empty seats in my sedan. Fill them. Let's go. So tell us what we need to know about these things.
Yeah, we need everybody that knows that this election is happening needs to tell everybody else that they know that this election is happening. To your point, get in the car. Let's take absentee ballots down to the location. If you've got holiday plans, like I said, nothing else crazy going on during this time. So if you've got holiday plans, or you have a fear that the weather might be crazy like it has been, I'm looking at snow right outside my window right now. Get your ballot in early. Go in and vote early. The most significant thing that we're running into at doors, people don't know that their senator passed away. Unfortunately, Claire passing away back in October. Don't wish that on anybody. Certainly praying for her family, praying for her friends in this difficult time. But the biggest hurdle is just making people aware that this election is taking place. So you're doing a great job telling everybody that this thing is happening, where it's happening, when it's happening. We need that type of enthusiasm. I'm trying to bring that type of enthusiasm to every door that I knock, every phone call that I make, every opportunity that I've got to talk to people. My barber, telling my barber, hey, are you aware that there's an election going on? Do you live in my district? Do you know somebody that lives in Clive, West Des Moines, or Windsor Heights that should know about this and comes and cares to look at my platform and what I stand for? And if we're in alignment there, you got to go out and do your duty and cast a vote. My opponent has pledged to carry on Claire's voting record, and that is not a legacy that I want to leave to my kids. It's not a legacy that I want to leave to your kids. So go research what Claire voted for, and go research my opponent. Go research me. If my opponent is saying she wants to vote the same way Claire would have, that's not good for Second Amendment folks. That's not good for freedom-loving folks. I can tell you that.
Agreed. So we keep these things kind of short so that you can keep moving. I recognize this, Lucas. I really do. You got a wife, children, job, many things going on, lots of irons in the fire. So let's let you get back out on the campaign trail. But I want to leave you to offer, so to speak, the final word here. How about that?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. We can. Everybody has asked me kind of what, why are you doing this? I think when you and I first had our phone call, Michael, you're like, what in the world are you doing? This is what you signed up for. Your wife said that you should sign up for this, right? Like, what are you doing? And the reality is, as cliche as it is, and I think everybody always says that, I'm jumping into this for my kiddos. If I'm going to preach and teach to my kids that they are supposed to stand up in difficult times, if they are men and women of character, that they're going to do the right thing, regardless of what anybody calls them, regardless of what anybody says about them, doing the right thing is important. We have had, look at Butler, Pennsylvania. Look at what took place in Utah. I was on a daddy-daughter date with my 9-year-old daughter a couple of weeks ago, and she was eating her ice cream. I don't know how she was doing it in the cold, but she wanted ice cream, so she was eating ice cream. I was drinking coffee, and I asked her, I asked her what she thought about the campaign. And this thing had just started. I had just been nominated. I had just been selected to actually be the candidate. And she said, I'm scared. And I said, what are you scared about? And she said, I don't want what happened to Charlie Kirk to happen to you. And I had an opportunity to scare my child, frankly. But as a father, I wanted to coach her through what that actually meant. And I said, well, that's not going to happen. There's not that many people in the world fully knowing that it could happen. And I told her, I said, and if it does happen, We know whose we are. Where would I go? And she said, you'd be in heaven with Charlie Kirk. You'd get to be hanging out with Charlie Kirk. And I said, that's exactly right. So all of that to say this, there's a time that we need to stand up right now. And this conversation that you and I are having right now is perfectly fitting for where we're at in the country. We need men and women to stand up and speak truth. We need men and women to stand up in courage. And I'll circle back to what I started with. This is myself, and this is my wife standing up and showing our children, showing your children, showing your grandchildren, showing our neighbors what it means to stand up in a very difficult time, put our necks out there, so to speak, and speak boldly, speak courageously, truth right to the face of evil. So that's what we're doing.
Fantastic. Loftin for Senate District 16 on Facebook. You've heard it here. We'll circulate it around. It'll be on a blog. You can share these things far and wide. Lucas Loftin, thank you for spending some time with us today. For everybody here at IFC, we sure appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.